Well, I think what we're trying to understand is where support can be found in Parliament for an amended version of the Prime Minister's deal. I don't think there's a majority of MPs who want to leave without a deal, with no deal. And I don't think there's a majority of MPs who want to rerun the referendum campaign, have a second referendum or stop Brexit. So we're looking at something in the middle, and we just don't yet know where that majority can coalesce. And that's what the Prime Minister is hoping to get out of the votes tonight.
She's been pushing, according to the various reports from this meeting yesterday, for Conservative MPs to back an amendment put forward by Sir Graham Brady that would essentially refer back to the Europeans and say we'd like changes to the Northern Irish backstop. Again and again, we've heard from the European Commission at least, and some heads of state, they don't anticipate any possibility of doing that.
Yes.
Do you believe the Prime Minister will have extra leverage when she goes back to Brussels, if that does get a majority of support?
Well, we're now in this strange, ironic situation where there's a risk to making an agreement, reaching any sort of deal because of the backstop. The backstop is designed to prevent a hardening of the Irish border between Northern Ireland and the Republic. And in this ironic situation, the very reason why we may end up with no deal and so a hardening of the border is because we can't reach a solution to prevent the hardening of the border. So I think there's this sort of logical, confused loop there. And if I was in Brussels, I'd be keen to look at alternative arrangements. Of course, those are going to have to work within the framework of some sort of backstop. They've been very clear that you can't get rid of the backstop, but can we make some changes? I think that must be possible.
And do you think that's something that the Irish government would agree to? Because that's going to be the key constituent, isn't it?
Well, what they'll be concerned to make sure is that they do have a backstop, a insurance policy. But I think they'll also be very worried about no deal. We saw very confused noises coming out of the European Union last week, where they said, on the one hand, that if there was no deal, there'd have to be a hard border in Northern Ireland. The Taoiseach, the Irish Prime Minister, then said there could even be a militarised border. And then the EU turned around and said, well, no, we'll help you avoid a border, which called into question why you needed the backstop in the first place. So I think everyone wants to make sure that Northern Ireland and Ireland can keep the border entirely open. And the best way to do that is a negotiated agreement. So if we can find some way of tweaking the deal to make sure that it's acceptable to a majority of MPs, that has to be the best way through.
In terms of these other amendments on the table, one of them from Yvette Cooper, essentially looking to extend Article 50 if there's no deal by the end of February, and is quite constitutionally innovative in the sense that it tries to take control of the process away from the government. Do you think that one has a good chance of passing, and why?
Well, we don't yet know where the Labour Party will come down on this amendment, and that will be absolutely crucial. I think I hope it doesn't pass, because I think that actually an open-ended extension, particularly for as much as 9 months, would only take the pressure off both sides to actually reach an agreement. And it's only now that MPs are really beginning to think about compromises because they know that the clock is ticking down. We've got around 2 months to go till the exit date, so they're determined to try and find a way through. If we take that pressure off, then there'll be no pressure for MPs actually to think of the right compromises and a way through.
Hi, I'm Joanna Bersecci, and thank you for watching. You can check out more of our videos by clicking on the boxes on the screen. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more from CNBC International. Thank you for watching.